Look, Corey. Cut that down some. Look, Corey. Cut it down some. Oh, it's my phone. I'm talking about the TV so I can hear it. The TV on. I'm not using the TV. Okay, so can you cut it off? Hello, everyone. Um, I was just coming with a little bit of information. I had actually got a chance to watch the news today, and they were speaking about the how the flu season is upon us because of the weather changing or whatever the case. So I just wanted to come in, and because I am educating myself as well and learning how to educate others in a more higher self standpoint of understanding everything was given to us within the earth's surface and of its meaning of being, and to how we can actually tap back into that realm of existence when it comes to our ancestors and everything they had um, not just left but has taught a lot of us that a lot of us has forgotten. So I don't want to make this too long because, like I said, this is a phenomenal aspect of as well as a privileged hidden knowledge of learning of an understanding of exactly who you are as well as who I am and who um, the culture of our being of existence really mean. So they was talking about the flu shot, and they were speaking about how many people has lost their lives, and because of the epidemic of them that did not take the flu shot. Okay, everyone knows. If you don't know, it's so much information out here when it comes to the massive information of vaccines that is given to melanated beings of this earth, to where it is extremely important and needs to understand that it's certain vaccines that get shipped to our neighborhoods, and then it's certain vaccines that get shipped to other neighborhoods, and so on, etc. Now, certain vaccines that they express to the popularity of the masses that are supposed to do the same thing to each area of whatever neighborhood that they're putting them in, does the same thing. For instance, hepatitis A shots, something as simple as that. You know, the vaccines for children. And so what's happening is that melanated beings are not getting the same vaccine shots, in all honesty. It's a guy on the internet on YouTube called the Health Ranger, along with a whole host of other indigenous aboriginal beings of nature that is expressing all this information, and they can give it to you exactly in detail to where it is not a hidden knowledge aspect anymore. It's not. So it's up to you to actually want to, if you want to elevate, elevate higher self, higher consciousness, higher meaning. Who are you? What is your existence? What is your being? Because the contract you signed to come here is extremely far-fetched to where what I'm talking about, but I do understand that, to where we have to get back our memory of understanding the totality of our existence and our being. So moving on, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to the flu shot, if you don't know, melanated beings of this earth, which are people of my nature, people of my caliber, people of my stature, 48 shades of darkness, you fit into that 52, however you want to look at it, that is not a good shot for you. The flu vaccine shot is not a good shot for you. It disrupt the kidney It disrupt the kidney flotation of your body, as well as it's known facts scientifically that it's 4 to 5 different type of flus in that vaccine shot. That's why I tell you, oh, you're gonna get it first, but it's a reason for you having it because you got to get it first. No, that's not true. It's not possible. I'm sitting here telling you through the studies and what I have read and going through the medical the free information on Google with the medical records that they do show, because they're not going to show you the real things anyway, but they're going to show you close to it. So you can get an idea and an understanding of the percentage of exactly what they're talking about. So to make a long story short, that vaccine, they shut down melanated beings' kidneys, as well as set up an infection for diabetes. So a lot of times we have went to the doctors and have not known, and it's me, myself, I can't diagnose anyone. So the point of the matter is that's what I'm learning, the crystal healing, Reiki, Qigong, Egyptian yoga in a sense, breathing techniques, occult techniques to actually get the paradigm in a different mental state of being and understand the superiority of the genetic superiority that we possess in our genes. So I want to be able to express that not just to everyone else, but I want to be able to teach it to the youth, because for one, you have to reach the older generation, my generation, younger generation, however you want to call it, but you have to reach the adult microphone with people first for them to even want to be able to instill it in their children, because this is, like I said, another part of history, her story that has not been told to us. It's another part of knowledge that is not privileged to the melanated, all because of the existence of our being and what we possess as the superiority on this earth. So moving forward, boom, do not get the flu shot. That's exactly what it does. You think you're going to these doctors getting these vaccines, even with your babies. Shout out to the queen. I don't want to mention her name, but she stood by her grounds and her means and took the necessary paperwork to step forward and let them people know, no, you're not going to touch my son. I don't want the vaccines. That's what it is. And her son eventually got sick, like extremely sick, to where she thought she was about to lose her son. So the fact of the matter is, how far are you willing to go to take a step higher than what somebody else has told you to believe in? Learn and focus on the entirety as well as the inner self of energy about who you are and what you represent here on this earth as well. Like, how far are you willing to chase that? Just like a lot of people chase these materialistic objects out here that are never lasting, just like the opposite race is chasing existence and it's never lasting because they're not the superior gene. They don't hold that superior gene pool, so it's an awakening moment for all our people. We have a lot of things going on when it comes to vaccines. I'm speaking on this because of the book, not just I've been reading, but some of the knowledge that I have been taking and actually absorbing when it comes to the African holistic health book that I'm reading by Layla O. Africa. And it has a lot of different minerals and vitamins, because the Health Ranger as well exposed the fact that cancer, as well as diabetes, but cancer itself is a made up gene type insert vaccine or disease, DIS EASE. Dis-ease to the comfort of the body that's causing all these problems because you have been told from a professional that something is wrong with you in the aspect, and you mentally like straight up congested that as if you ate food and you digested that shit mentally, subconsciously planted those seeds, and it manifested fully and bloomed quickly because of where your level of consciousness when it comes to that. If you're not understanding that it's not just joke in a sense on you, but it's also straight up calculated, orchestrated, always gonna be a heads-on collision when it comes to chemistry, which is KHEM, which is the study of nothing but melanin. So if you are of that aspect of being, you're going to be hated regardless because of your genetic superiority, period. And that's the understanding we need to have as a whole. Not no cockiness and have some type of ego jump forward on that level just because who we are. Now it's more so to use your own creativity and to understand the position that you are in to make calculations within your community, take back your community, and do what's necessary. Only thing Happy missing is the revenue. But I'm definitely putting in the work to make sure I'm getting out here and representing myself righteously to move forward spiritually in a higher sense of not just who I am, but who my people are as a whole. So the fact of the matter is, it's not just for me, it's for everyone. Don't nobody have to be on my page. We have to be on a whole existence of a global sense page of where one day we all can meditate at the same time and get that universal righteous energy to come in and step in and to push forward the whatever idea we have to rebuild our Egypt, in a sense, ancient Kemet, rebuild our Americas that we was already here before the Columbus, before anything. Understand, billions of years of existence is within our culture, within our existence, within our DNA, within our format of being, within our biofield. Solar dust, are we? So we have to get a grip of that. I straight went off subject already because the flu shot, I wanted to get into that, but the health ranger also put out there to where it's a vaccine that's called beta BCG, and it's actually selected in certain areas in Africa that they give strictly to the women. And what it does is causes the female body to build up antibiotics that turns against itself and kills whatever offspring, whatever ovulation that's going on, whatever connection of even the universe and the creator itself. So this is how deep things are of a significance. Margaret Thatcher, when it comes to Planned Parenthood, she actually said that our babies are human weeds that needs to be cut and trimmed at the root before it grows to be a monster. So how serious is that? The fact of the matter is so much information that is out here that we can continue to learn, we can continue to flourish, we can continue to build and make a different statement than what the St. Louis public schools, county schools, private schools, Catholic schools, whatever school that your child is in tune with of a melanated state, to where we can actually redefine their thought pattern of who society and who the government and who the masses claim that they are. So thanks for listening. My spirit spoke to me because I saw that information earlier. Like I said, vaccines is not good for our babies. They do just the opposite of what they saying and claim it does. I'm not saying people out here, you gotta, when you get these gigs out here, that you gotta take these shots, but just do your research on what this shot does to your body, not nobody else's body. But what this shot means, look up the information on it. Start being a little bit more in tune with not just self-knowledge, but what are you putting into your self-body, your self-embodiment of the righteousness, the kingdom, the temple. This is your way to get the fuck up out of here. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is train and discipline yourself. And like I said, I'm not no saint. I'm still learning. But the fact of the matter is, it's so many things that we can do to make sure that we can execute and get rid of this contract that we already got ourselves into. And the amnesia mentally, subconsciously so far behind to where we can't even catch up with ourselves right now, because a lot of people think it's 2018. Married on that. Happy El Sekhmet at YouTube.com. Please, if you have any comments, any type of connections you want to make, I'm out here giving my gift as well as my purpose for free. Numerology charts, Reiki, Qigong. I'm certified in the basics, and I'm extending my knowledge. I got my books on the way. Again, thank you. Please look me up. Universal thinking. Peace.